welcome to episode number 10 of the Mailroom. You might have noticed that I am not a literal video game. I'm a human being. This is a very special episode because, first of all, it is of course the 10th episode, and second, it is my birthday, or rather it was my birthday yesterday on July 4th. I turned 22, so that's pretty cool. So I wanted to say a big thank you to everyone that wished me a happy birthday. If you didn't, why? But if you were following me on Twitter, you would have known. So I just wanted to take a brief moment and answer different feedback. Someone said, Sema HT said that Tribes Ascend looks pretty good. It is very good. I forgot to talk about the skiing mechanic, which is dreadfully embarrassing because the skiing mechanic is actually what makes the game good. It's what makes it different and special among first-person shooters. And skiing is basically the friction is turned off, and you can do this as much as you want. It's an unlimited resource. The friction is turned off when you're moving, so you slide, so you go down a hill. But you also have a jetpack. So when you hit the bottom of the hill, you hit your jetpack, so you don't lose your momentum and you keep moving. It makes it so you can move extremely fast. It makes it so it is difficult to aim while moving really fast and hit other people that are moving really fast. So it makes the skill ceiling of the game really high, which is good for esports as a whole. So I also wanted to address feedback on episode number 48 of Diablo 3 status update. The patch is caused by lag, and Act 2 elites are still too hard in some sense. That was by Satanic Sephiroth. This is an old comment. This is from 5 days ago. So I think the lag is for the most part fixed. I haven't experienced much, but I haven't been playing so much as I've been speculating in the auction house. However, Act 2 elites usually aren't a problem for me, except for bees. Bees everywhere. Bees everywhere. So we need Inferno easier. I'm stuck at Act 2, and sometimes I got killed in Act 1 because of some OP elite affixes combinations. Drogo 187. Drogo, you just need to work on your gear a little bit. If you really... It's not that you haven't spent enough in the game, it's not that you haven't invested enough, but really, I've discovered if you take 500k and any level 60 character, and you take, let's say, an hour or two to gear out that character as best as you can, you need to find a good spec, something that works well, and you need to know exactly what gear goes with it. And then search for those stats and sort with a max price cap at like 50k, 40k, 30k, 20k. You can find a decent. You can clear Inferno with 500k in a character. People have done it, and it's not that hard. It really isn't. Especially weapons. I mean, Google or not Google. Well, I said Google. Search for a one-handed or two-handed weapon with a maximum price of 100k and sort from the highest DPS down. You can get a one-hander with over 900 DPS for 100k. So it's not that big of a deal. And then I talked about updates and changes to the channel. SemaHT said more popular in the future, and from what I've heard, basically you're going to make a game review. I've heard I think it's a good choice. You may have to promote yourself to many communities as possible to help expand your fan base until it hits a lot of subscribers. Then you won't have to do it anymore. Yeah, I'm trying to diversify a little bit. I'm still going to be spending as much time in Diablo 3 as I always have, or at least I will continue to make a status update video, which will come out tomorrow, and I will also make Evil Money on Saturday. Evil Money might be a straight to VOD episode, I'm not sure yet, but it'll be on my YouTube channel, it'll be right here. So, and then Sema HT also said, hey, you look a little nervous here, I wonder why that is. You know what, I think it will be good for you if you're going to put more games. So yeah, I think it might have been a repost, but, you know, he also says, I have to say that I admire you because you are a hard-working guy, you always post vids, even with not so many people watching you. Well, I mean, like, updates and changes to my channel got 35 views, but a first look at Tribes Ascend, which is the first time I've ever done anything that is not related to StarCraft or Diablo, that got 97 views already, and it's only been up for like 4 days. And 100 views for a title that is extremely small, extremely niche. Like, I'm not embarrassed about that video at all. In fact, I'm quite happy with it. So, Ziggy, hey Ziggy, I know you're watching this, because Ziggy watches all my shit. I feel like you are an intelligent gamer, and I've connected with you on this level, so I look forward to your new content. I actually believe variety gaming content is the future for success on YouTube. It actually gives something to the developers. It provides a useful service to gamers and doesn't simply show all the gameplay of a game with some thin, inane banter. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm spreading out on different games, one of the reasons Total Biscuit got as good as he did. You can critique a game, you can recommend a game, you can do a review of a game. people like me, we develop personalities that people like you learn to trust. And when you learn to trust us, we do our best not to betray your trust. And the way that we don't betray your trust is that we play a game for a period of time, we actually play it for a good period of time, or record ourselves playing it, we talk about the game, and we tell you, I like it or I don't like it, and here's why, what's good about it, and what the fuck is wrong with it. Things like that. And then on the Evil Money Episode 3, which is on patch 1.0.3 changes, Ziggy says, seems like some of the changes have hit you pretty hard, but like any good entrepreneur, you're attempting to adapt. I don't think String of Ears will be buffed since it is currently the best in slot. I was sort of joking about the String of Ears. Too bad no real money auction house in hardcore mode. Level reduced requirement gear is and will continue to be worth a lot. Another interesting video. Keep them up and I'll keep coming back. Yes, Ziggy, I agree with that. They might make they were going to make a real money auction house in hardcore if there was demand for it. I don't think they will anymore because the game is not nearly as played or replayable as they speculated that it would be. So that's sort of where I stand on that. And the String of Ears buff, I think it's a joke. I mean, yeah, it's an insanely fucking badass belt, and it's level 52. Yeah, it's awesome, or 53, something like that. Victor Petrovitube says speculation is a valid strategy. It's a speculation for someone like me. Someone like you, say a pro, should have much better understanding. Look at the investment industry. For reference, they spend their lives trading, strategizing, making money off a very similar system. This is extremely accurate. In fact, the way that I look at the real money auction house is like a miniature version of the stock market. I'm not going to lose any money because I didn't put any money. I put in my time, and I have the potential to make a lot of money. I've still made a little under $200 so far, but I haven't been doing that much, and I've only been speculating. And it's not that I haven't gotten good deals. It's not that I've spent a lot. It's just I've got really good deals on good things, and they're taking a long time to sell because when a game first comes out, interest goes like this, and then it goes down like this, and then it sort of comes back. It levels off over time. So I think a big part of what we're dealing with now is that the interest has sort of come down from that initial burst. And I think it will come back up again, especially, and this is important because it's a sneak peek at the next episode of Evil Money, and that is the commodities auction house. And this is fucking sweet news. The commodity auction house will make us all a lot of money, or maybe we'll lose a lot of money. Either way, I mean, I won't lose a lot of money. But if you listen to me, you won't either. But anyway, and then Satanic Sephiroth says, then again, it could be more like StarCraft, where you play a few rounds of PvP, and then depending on how you do, you will be in a certain bracket, so you're not going up against someone that will annihilate you one hit every time, unless it can be it can be a challenge, but not too challenging that you would not want to play. I think it will be similar to StarCraft in the sense that the matchmaking system, the algorithm they use to match you with other players, will be extremely similar to that, but a little bit more laid back. I think it will be more designed for the casual. Any game that is not a strict StarCraft RTS or Tribes FPS, any game where the developer doesn't think esports won't be an esport. And any game where Jay Wilson, the head developer, says, over my dead body will this game be an esport. That's not a quote, but that's a paraphrase of what he said. He really doesn't want the game to evolve into an esports-like title and doesn't want people to expect it to be. When you have that sort of attitude, it will be difficult for it to be an esport. At best, we'll see a WoW arena, but I think this is a topic for discussion later on. I think this is something that it's not something that we can talk about right now. It's something that we're going to have to wait for a while, because we don't know. We don't know the details of the PvP system. We don't even know when it's coming out yet. We know it will be. I still believe, pretty firmly, that it will be out this year because they intend on having it at launch. So, that's not the only reason. Obviously, I have a lot of extreme views on that, and I would have to it would take me a while to really wrap up all of my reasons, but I would say that I personally believe that we will get PvP this year, and probably sometime in the fall. But that is subject to change. I might be eating my words in a few videos. Who knows? But anyway, that is it for episode number 10 of the Mailroom. Happy birthday to me. And before you ask what I got for my birthday, I got some Best Buy gift cards, and I ordered myself a 128GB solid-state drive, which I believe is manufactured either by Corsair or Kingston. and I will do a little video review of it and talk about what the pros and cons of it are like. Just nothing special, just a little like bonus like video to make sometime when I get it, because it's pretty neat. I have never had an SSD, or rather I've never ran my OS off an SSD before, so I'm pretty excited about this. This is a pretty significant upgrade to my rig, which is otherwise fucking badass. So I will be streaming this weekend and possibly weeknights. That's the streaming's very sporadic. If you want to see me live streaming, please follow me at Twitter at MackX10 at MackXten to get a chance to watch me playing StarCraft 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Tribes Ascend, or of course Diablo 3. So once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. You can feel free to leave any questions, comments, concerns, etc. in the comments of this video, or send me a YouTube direct message. I will see you next time.